This is lesson 15, computing actual lengths from a scale drawing and scale drawing lengths from given actual dimensions. So for example 1, we go back to that basketball example that we had. Vincent proposes an idea to student government to install a basketball hoop along with a court marked with all the shooting lines and boundary lines at his school for students to use at recess. He presents a plan to install a half-court dimension or design as shown below. After checking with the school administration, he is told it will be approved if it fits on an empty lot that measures 25 feet by 75 feet on the school property. Will the lot be big enough for the court he planned and explained? Well, the scale drawing, as we said before, was 1 inch to 15 feet of actual length. Well, we can actually use this to find our dimensions to see if it'll fit. So first of all, down at the bottom here, we have our scale, which the actual court length is 15 feet. The scale drawing is 1 inch. Well, the length here is 2 inches of the scale. And then we have the width of 1 2/3 inches. Well, remember our scale drawing, okay, is the Y value. Our actual is the X value. Now to find the length, the actual length of the of here, we can simply double, because if the 1 inch is 15, 2 inches would be 30 feet. But to find the actual width, we need to use our equation. So we have y equals, what we can use as far as the K is our actual scale, the 1 inch over the 15. Now, because we need to find out what our actual is, which is X, we're going to replace Y with 1 2/3. And what we're going to do, when we find that actual, it's going to be in feet. So we're going to actually multiply both sides by 15 over 1, or 15. So I'm going to use my calculator. I don't have the new one, which I will get, guys. So 1 2/3 multiplied by 15, and that will give me 25. And my answer will already be in feet. So the answer is yes, it will fit in 25 by 75 feet. So yes, it will fit. Okay. Next. Now we had that design of our garden that measured 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter. We need to find the actual length and width. Well, again, here's our scale. It's 1 centimeter of the drawing by 1 centimeter. And again, we have the X value, our Y value, okay? Well, if I count the blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 centimeters in the drawing. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 for our width. So we have here, and I'm going to put it on here so that we know, we have 4 centimeters by 8 centimeters. sorry, and our scale up here is 1 centimeter by 20 meters. I knew something was wrong. So the actual, let me change that. So here, what we can do again is use our equation, y equals. We can use our scale here for 1 over 20 x. Well, we need our drawing, which is y, so we're going to replace 8 equals 1 over 20 x. And we're going to multiply both sides by 20 over 1, or 20, because anything over 1 is itself. So x is going to equal 160 meters. Now, we can use the equation again, or we can just say, well, 4 centimeters is half of 8. So half of 160 is 80 meters. Okay? Okay, next. Our scale here is 0.25 to 1 inch. So to find our actual length and width, we have y equals 0.25 x. Remember, our y value is the drawing, so I'm going to put 1.25 because I changed that to a decimal, equals 0.25 x, and I'm going to divide both sides by 0.25. So x is going to equal 5 inches. The other side here when I replace it, I'm going to divide both sides by 0.25. So this is the actual length. And the actual width, which I will find in just 1 second. And I'm going to divide it. I'm actually going to divide it by 1/4. It'll be a little easier. But either way, just 4.5. Okay. Our next problem. The scale of a map is 1 inch to 25 miles. If Lockport Road is 37.5 miles, find the distance on the map. So in other words, we're finding the drawing, okay? So always remember the drawing over the actual. So that way you know it's y over x, okay? So we have y equals 1 over 25 x, drawing over the actual. Okay. And now the drawing over the actual, our actual is the 37.5 miles. So we are looking for the drawing. So y equals 1 over 25 times 37.5 equals 1.5 inches, because we want to know the distance, find the distance on a map. So we want to find the drawing, which we found. Okay, so next. The distance on a map between Hagerstown and Annapolis is 4 centimeters. The scale is 1 centimeter to 24 miles. So remember drawing to actual, y over x. So we have y equals 1 centimeter over 24 miles, x. Centimeter is the drawing, so that's where it's going to go here, 4 centimeters. So 4 is going to go here, equals 1 over 24x. So we're going to multiply by the reciprocal to each side. Four times 24 is 96. So the actual distance is 96 miles. Okay. We only have 2 more examples left. Let me move this over just a little bit. So we have a butterfly. What is the actual width of the butterfly? The picture shows 4.5 centimeters. Okay. So we have the unit scale is, and again, drawing, always write that drawing over the actual. It will help you. So we have that y over x. So we have y equals 0.25. Or actually, we don't even need to write that over 1 because it is 0.25. Anything over 1 is 0.25. But remember, the drawing is y, so we're going to put that here. 4.5 equals 0.25x. And then divide both sides by 0.25. So x equals 18 millimeters. And last, we have a scooter that's 3.5 feet long. We need to find the length of the scale drawing of the scooter if the scale is 1 inch equals 3/4 of a foot. Okay, so we have the drawing over the actual. So y over x. So we have y equals 1 over, and I'm going to change that to 0.75 so that we can work with it a little bit easier. I'm going to change this to 0.5. So the actual length of the scooter, that's our x value. So y equals 1 over 0.75 times 3.5. So let's put that in our calculator. So we have 1 over 3.75 multiplied by, oh, sorry, let me change that. 3.5 equals, oh, we can't do that. So I am going to have to leave it as a fraction. So 1 and 3/4, 3/4, which is 4 2/3. I almost label it wrong, inches. So I'm going to need to change this. Because you can't divide that in the calculator. So it's 1 over 3/4 times 3 1/2. And actually, if I divide this, ladies and gentlemen, I actually get 4/3. So 1 divided by 3/4 equals, sorry. Got that done without the lights going. Okay, so I'm going to change this here very quickly. There we go. Okay, and that is our lesson for today.